What I saw was the leader you got.
Yeah.
I know it's a damn cold out.
Yeah. I know. Call to order the City of Columbiana City Council meeting of November 1st, 2022. We'll ask for Deanne to give the invocation and then we'll all rise together and join in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Lord, bless those who hold office in the government of our city, that they may do their work in a spirit of wisdom, kindness, and justice. Help them to serve, use their authority to serve our citizens faithfully. In your name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You hear me call the roll?
Becker,
Here.
Souter,
Here.
McBain,
Here.
Liston,
Here.
DiTilio, Banner,
Here.
Noel,
Here.
Willard,
Here.
Hudson,
Here.
You all received a copy of the meeting minutes of October 18th, 2022. Are there any corrections or changes to those minutes? Hearing none, they'll be accepted as submitted. I have no reading of communications. I'll move to reports of commissions and board. You have received a copy of the Planning Commission meeting minutes of October 11th, 2022. Any questions, comments on those minutes? And we also received a copy of the Park Board minutes of October 24th, 2022. Any comments, questions? Hearing none, both of those reports will be accepted as submitted. Next, we have recognition of persons desiring to appear. We have Dr. Kim Sharshan from the Columbiana Chamber of Commerce to discuss upcoming Christmas parade and Christmas tree light up night.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Nice to see
Hi.
everyone. I am here on behalf of the Columbiana Chamber of Commerce to share information. We'd like to do the Christmas parade again. This will be the 22nd annual Christmas parade. It will line up. We'll start at Dixon on November 18th is the date of the parade. Lineup will start at Dixon at 4:30 p.m. Awards will be given up to 5:30 p.m. and then the parade will start, I believe, at 6:30. And then there will be a tree lighting in town as well.
And it's 6 o'clock?
Yes, the tree lighting is at 6 o'clock. The parade starts at 6:30. Same route, come down Main around the circle, and then we'll make the left by Heartland Christian and disperse there.
I'll make that motion that we accept the invitation for the Christmas parade.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions for Kim? No questions? It's not going to snow, right?
I hope not, and I hope you're helping with the lineup.
Okay. Oh, hearing nothing else, so I'll ask Dan to call the roll.
Becker,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
McBain,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes,
Good to go.
thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we have the manager's report.
Okay, thanks, Mayor. First, I want to recognize John Rhodes, Student Council Representative. So that's 2 weeks in a row. So yay.
Thanks for coming.
We're on a roll.
And if you get a chance, you'll have to talk to him. He has, I think this is in his future being up here. So,
Good.
okay, the Progress Committee saw, we went to the high school this week and saw 3 presentations from the entrepreneur class, kind of doing the same thing that we did at the Columbiana corridor, but we're going to do it with the parking lot next to Holloway Building, Columbiana Plaza. Maybe soften that up. So it was really neat. They split up into 3 groups and they gave us each of their projects, if you will, presentations. And then we're going to go back in a few weeks. We also, the Schmitz were there, who are the owners of the parking lot, and the Holloways were there too. So it should be an exciting project as that develops, as we move forward. And the students had some really good presentations. It was really cool to see. Soft skills that they're building are amazing. And the owners of the 2 properties that I just, they were very impressed with the students also. And we believe that the students it'll actually be getting better. The presentations will get better as we go. So I want to thank Ace Hardware for distributing all the leaf bags. The 15th and the 16th, they handed them out on that Saturday, and had some left over, and they finished handing them out on Sunday. So that was really nice, and we thank them for doing that for us. And all the leaves fell, and we're out picking them up already. So we're working with bond counsel for the sewer assessment project. So the next meeting, we're going to have emergency legislation. Mark will be working with them to do that on that sewer assessment project. So just want to let you know 2 weeks in advance that it's going to be read as an emergency, just to get things moving. The Alden Mills event went well. The high school entrepreneur class attended and asked some very engaging questions. It was very impressive, and Alden Mills really liked their questions, and it was a good day. Kristen DeVore sent an email to us asking us if we could expand the dates of her DORA. We did place that motion on the agenda. As you know, that she had originally asked for 1 date, but the license was for 4, so she asked to go ahead and open that up to the 4 dates. The Fix the Sticks event occurred last Friday, and I had to ask the mayor and Attorney Hudson how that went. So, and Dick McBain. Okay, yep. Very cool. Maybe in council comments we'll get to hear more about that. Huh? Let's see here. We met at the county, planning for that large grant for ARC, Appalachian Regional Commission. We're actually submitting a planning this round, and we're going to be looking for projects next year, and we'll be getting some help doing that planning countywide. And the Port Authority and the Economic Development in Omega are all there to help us. So we should do well. We did submit the gutter sidewalk phase 2 project to ODOT for the preliminary. See if we can make it through the first round of that. At the last meeting, Dan DeTilio at the end of the meeting mentioned to me that we need to revisit the short-term rental language, which I thought I remembered that we had passed it. So Mark and I are making sure everything's right on it, and we're going to bring that back to you next meeting. I believe so. So it's I think we talked about it so much that I thought we passed it. So, but so you'll see that in the future. Let's see, we had the lakefront project meeting for the lift station, and Mark will be visiting that TIF, and we expect to see that in the next couple meetings. We are in the progress of migrating City Hall PD service to Involta data center. Better security protection and monitoring it is a process and we're right in the middle of it and, hopefully, by next week we'll all be done. Let's see, East Park Avenue, sidewalk project, should be finishing up soon. Looks, very nice up there and, they're actually doing some of the patching up the yards and everything, last week, so really happy to be able to put that, on that project. The Progress Committee, we've been talking about that, survey that they've been circulating. You can, find it at columbianaohio.gov. The link is posted on the website. And then, on November 9th, which is next Wednesday, 6 p.m. at the theater, we're gonna have a public meeting up there. So, you're all invited to that. Now that Whispering Pines property was rezoned, that was a pretty long process over the summer. We did put the CRA agreement for KDC. We had, if you recall, we offered that to them, early, I think it was June. School had already passed it, but we did not really want to move forward until it was rezoned. The street department, you could, hear the leaf blower going today. So we're doing leaves. We are still helping on the sidewalk project also, kind of managing that. Water department, we're following up with EPA correspondence. We've been preparing for water meter and valve orders. I think those are at 16 weeks right now. And we did, we hired a couple people, one for the water plant, and one for the distribution, so that should help relieve some schedule difficulties out there. Wastewater, we've been addressing EPA requests for our new permits. And I think we're gonna get a new, we're gonna hire a consultant to help us with that, through that process. Park and Cemetery, they're working on Fix the Sticks building project. And I believe that project's going very well. They are hitting it from all angles, and I think we're well over $35,000 now, as I last looked. Preparing for Joy of Christmas, we did hire a part-timer to help out with that process, and of course, the Joy of Christmas committee and the tourism will end up reimbursing us for that. Electric department, we did attend an AMP safety meeting in Western PA. We're still working on various contractors for various projects. And I think that's it for my report.
Thank you, Lance. You notice we had another student.
Yes, thank you. In your full name?
Thanks for coming, Jeremy. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Jeremy, can you spell your last name? Okay, thank you, Jeremy.
I would just like to make a comment that one of the things that's going to be interesting about the project with the students, which is going to be a challenge for us, is that's a privately owned property. The other project we did with the students, the city owned owned the street. This involves private individuals, that are going to be involved. So I think it's going to be very challenging and interesting to see what could happen, because if you look, the site there has so many potentials to really, look good. And the students made some tremendous recommendations. They're really great. But we didn't put any money to these projects. We tell the kids first, don't think about money, think about what would be good. So, but I can just feel like this could cost some money, some of the ideas that they had. So it's going to really be a challenge to make that project happen. So it's going to be a fun evolution, I think, and it's really going to be interesting.
Well, by having the Smiths there, that last meeting and getting them going like this, that I think that was the major hurdle. They're wanting to buy in now, so that.
And they were, it's fun to take people to the school and meet the kids because all four of them that came were like, we can't believe these kids, they just did such a great job and, Trish Misos makes them, when they do their PowerPoint presentation, they're not allowed to put any words on the PowerPoint, so they have to, verbalize that. So it was very impressive. So it's going to be an interesting project, I think. Good thing for the city.
Definitely.
So. Any other comments on that? Or, Lance's report. Okay, hearing none, you received a copy of the bill list of 11/1/2022, which is today. Are there any questions on the bill list? Okay, hearing none, that'll be accepted as submitted. And now I'd like to request a motion to read the ordinance and resolution by title only.
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Yami, call the roll.
Souter,
Yes.
McBain,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Becker,
Yes.
This is first old business, ordinance number 22-0-3143. This is second reading. An ordinance to approve the execution of an efficiency smart schedule with American Municipal Power, Inc.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Questions on the motion? Yami, call the roll.
McBain,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Becker,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
New business. Resolution number 22-R-611, first reading. A resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a CRA agreement with KDC Properties LLC for the city of Columbiana.
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Questions on the motion? Deanne, call the roll?
Liston,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Becker,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
McBain,
Yes.
Okay, we had talked about Kristen DeVore requesting additional dates, so I'm seeking a motion to approve a request from Kristen DeVore, owner of Local Artisans Loft, who had 3 additional days to December 9th, 10th, and 11th to the door event that was previously approved for December 8th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second.
Again, if we approve this, I think the Sunday should start at 1 o'clock.
That it's stated.
That is.
It's stated in the letter. Yes.
It's good clarification. Thank you. Any other comments?
Lance, with the Dora events, I know that the city provides the cups that have to be purchased. So sometimes we don't have a very big response, is it really costing us anything when these events are held and it's a low turnout? It's not really any loss or anything like that, correct? Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Deanne, we call the roll.
Banner,
Yes.
Becker,
Do we really need 3 days of a door is my question. So I'm going to abstain.
Souter,
Yes.
McBain,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Motion carries. trying to set time records here tonight. Do I have a motion? Oh, first of all, I should say this. We, got ahead of myself. We have issue of executive session, but there won't be any action taken after the executive session. So I'd like to take this opportunity to move the agenda to determine if anyone out there would like to make any public comments at this time. Any of our visitors here tonight? Okay, hearing none. Do we have any comments from council?
I was happy to attend the Fix the Sticks event with a lot of participation from some of our council members and attorney here. So as a non-participant, it was a wonderful event. I loved the concept. I think the kids that attended should have gotten some history extra credit points because it was a great snapshot of many local, people that we've had in our community. And I thought it was great. I hope it's an annual event. Whether it's a fundraiser, you can always fundraise for something, in the park. But, some improvements can be made, some better lighting, and things like that, because once it got dark, it was very hard to kind of navigate and determine where to go next, but really enjoyed it. So I thought you all did a fabulous job. So, and kudos to the historical group for putting that together.
Thank you. Nice comments. Always like when people say nice things about us, right?
It is us talking.
Yeah. Any other comments?
Well, I'd just like to say that I really kind of enjoyed it. I was kind of probably a little bit unique situation compared to most people because I was talking about my grandfather. And I grew up next door to my grandfather. So all I was doing was relating experience that I had with him over my lifetime.
Anyone else? Do you have any comments?
Yeah, not officially, but it was a lot of fun. I researched my character. I think the job that Debbie Himes and Jay Groner did was fantastic.
Unbelievable.
There are some suggestions that have been made for next year, such as maybe some lighting so that we don't have people wandering around. Yeah. For those of you that have never been in a cemetery when there's absolutely no lights, it really is kind of spooky.
Yes. Even
It's supposed to
luminaries,
be
like
spooky.
luminaries would be really cool, to
Yes,
line the
they-
path,
We talked about luminaries. I know from where I was till the next person, which would have been Perry Kaiser, people were like wandering in a diagonal direction, which means through the oldest part of the cemetery when there's absolutely no light in front of them. So I saw lots of cell phone flashlights, but those don't
Yeah.
really light you up
Yeah.
very much distance. But it was a lot of fun.
Joyce, I know you. Joyce was a
Yeah.
participant.
I'll let you guys have no idea what, but again, the research and Ryan Pike was a photographer for web, he worked by him, and I was the Iowa Fair. And where we were, we got missed by several of the groups after about dark because they didn't have somebody bringing the flashlight to come with them, but I pretty much with you folks. It was so much fun and it was so just positive feedback that we got from that. And I'm thinking annual event too. I'm who I can be next year. Yeah, I played an old. It was perfect. But everybody was just so good and had done their homework.
I just like to comment that how many community, I was out toward the street and, to see the wagons coming in full of people, it was just really cool, to put an event together like that. And we are blessed with Debbie and Jay. They are like, if you spend any time with them, they are amazing. They're just amazing what they know about those people and they've done some tremendous research and so it was a cool event. We did need more light, more heat. I would rather it be a little bit, it was pretty cold.
It got very cold.
Is that right?
Yeah.
39 mountains. It was pretty cold. Sure. That's okay, Kim. Go ahead.
Myself, Judge Ross, we serve on the historical education committee, and Mayor Noel's on with us. And we have involved the kids so much so that last year, the third grade model biographies, they took in some Columbiana history. And they got people from Columbiana and they researched them and made a bottle head look like them and then presented it. And then we took it to fourth grade and they did a living museum. And they took Columbiana people and added it to the living museum, and they have a press button on them, and they dress like the person, they research the person, and you walk around the hallways at school and you press the button and they pretend like they're a wax character of that person and they tell you their history. And then for 56, Debbie brought over a replica of the chapel. And my fourth grade math teacher used it as a math lesson because they were studying area and perimeter. And the kids designed the chapel siding and the chapel roof shaped shingles by figuring out the area and the perimeter of the spaces on the chapel, even the triangle at the top. And they don't hit that quite yet, but they were so interested in it that they did it. And now a letter is going home that if anybody wants their name on it, all fourth graders' names are on the chapel sticks. Anybody that measured is on it. But if anybody else in the school wants to put their name on the stick, even the roof, we're selling it for $1 a stick. So the kids are going to be contributing to it. And then in the spring, we're adding, we come to the city, we come to the CPD, the CFD, the EMTs, and the log cabin, we're adding the cemetery this year. And we take a tour, and Joseph gives the kids a hamburger, french fry, buffet bar for lunch, and in between they stop there to take visit all places. So this year they're going to visit the chapel that they designed the replica. It's all connected,
Mhm.
you know. And it's dinner table conversation for my little ones, which I love because then their parents take pictures and then their parents.
That's a
Great.
good idea about selling put your name on for $1. That's a
That
great
is a cool idea. I know Debbie's gonna want any ideas for getting her $100,000 to do the project, so that's important. Just listen to Dick talk. It is very interesting when you can have that connection with, reconnect with, somebody in your family. It's a pretty neat thing that had some sort of contribution to the community. Well, okay. I digress. Anything else? Any other comments? Okay. Well, if not, I'd like to entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss pending litigation, section 121.22 G3.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Yami, call the roll.
Becker,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
McBain,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Ready yet? Okay. I'd like to entertain a motion to come out of executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Yami, call the roll.
Souter,
Yes.
McBain,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Becker,
Yes.
I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.